What's up, y'all? Sparta here. So for this video, I'm going to be doing a fast charge comparison test between iPhone 12 mini, and apologies, the light source is way over there, so this is going to look a bit bad right now. Not the greatest quality video I'm ever going to put up, but yeah. So iPhone 12 mini versus S20 FE. Now, I discharged these both to 0. I just decided to have both of them play two different games, two different high intense games for like 4 or 5 hours. And I'll get into that in a different video. But the 12 mini here lasted like barely. It lasted 4 hours and I think 25 minutes. 4 hours. I think that's how long it lasted. And I didn't check the S20 FE yet, but it lasts. In the game that I was playing, it tends to last like 4.5, 5 hours. So I'd assume it was that. So obviously, I only have one hand, so I can I could just plug each in one at a time. But since the S20 FE has the much smaller battery at 2,227 milliamp hours, whereas this has a whopping 4,500 milliamp hours, I'm going to plug in the iPhone first. Now I'm using a as you guys can see, the white charge, the big brick right there was the iPhone charger. That's going to be a 25.5 watt charger, whereas on the for the S20 FE, I'm going to be using the smaller white charger, but that's the 25 watt charger that came with my LG V60. Why I'm not using the stock chargers, mainly because I don't have the stock chargers that came with these phones, mainly because I don't have them with me. But the S20 FE in particular, it's a 15 watt charger. So you're not going to get super fast charging. You're just going to get regular fast charging. And that's pretty much it when it comes to that. But yeah, the iPhone 12 Pro 12 mini does use USB power delivery, so that's really nice. It does have fast charging now. I'm just trying to see if finally Apple can finally compete with Android in terms of fast charging, especially with a smaller battery, a phone with a smaller battery. So let me get into this here. Let me plug them both in. I'll come back in half an hour and tell you guys what the conclusion came to. All right, now, as you guys can see, they're both off to the races here. And again, apologies for the quality of the video. Nothing I can really do about that. As you guys can probably see, it's lower light outside, and the light source is way over in the corner there. And there's no overhead lamp in my apartment. Though I totally forgot about this lamp over here. It's not plugged in. Oh well. But yeah, I'll come back in half an hour. Like I said, it's 8:22. So I'll come back 8:52. Okay, so it's 8:50 right now. The S20 FE is at 52%. The iPhone, the iPhone is at 56%. And apologies, like I said, it's still low light out here, low light. But like I said, what can you do? I'll come back in another half hour to show you guys what is at next. Now, typically what happens is that once the iPhone gets to like 70%, it starts slowing down its charging speed. And Android phones typically wait till like the last 10%, 20% to slow down. So the S20 here should catch up fairly quickly, but overall the iPhone has done a little bit, has been a little bit faster by like a couple percentage points, like 4%. Like, because like I said, it's 54, and on the iPhone it's 58. And, that's honestly, that's pretty comparable. And this this just shows that Apple has indeed improved their charging speeds compared to, like, say, a few years ago, where or Android phones with 3,500 milliamp hour batteries are able to charge faster than an iPhone with like an 1,800 or like a 1,800 or 2,200 milliamp hour battery. So, this is just something I want to point out. So yeah, let me wait another half hour and I'll get back to y'all after that. All right, so it's been another half an hour and the Galaxy has indeed pulled ahead. As you guys can see, it's at 91%, and the iPhone is at 86%. And I kind of expected this to happen. Like I said, the iPhone does indeed slow down its fast charging when it gets. This even happens on the 12 Pro Max. It'll like get to like 70 or 80% and then just slow down. And it makes sense because it does by default have optimized charging on, which is better for the battery anyway. So I just keep that on my 12 Pro Max, and I kept it on here as well. But the S20 FE doesn't have that, but the V60 does have optimized charging. But even when you turn it off, it's not like you don't really see a drastic change in how long it takes to charge. But as you guys can see, in about 15 minutes, this will be done charging. I want to see how long it takes the FE or the 12 mini to charge. So I'll come back after 15 minutes and see where this is at. Okay, so it's been another 15 minutes and S20 FE is done charging. The iPhone's at 94. Now I'm gonna give it like maybe 5 more minutes and see how much more time the iPhone's gonna take. Okay, so back to a little bit better lighting here, so that the frame rate's not completely borked. The iPhone took about nearly 40 more minutes to charge up compared to the S20 FE, which takes from 0 to 100 on the 25 watt charger about like an hour and 18 minutes to charge. So nearly 2 hours it takes to charge the iPhone, it seems, still, which isn't bad, but from 0 to full, just keep that in mind. And you're not really supposed to do that because that is not great for the battery. It's more advised to charge it from, say, half or 40 or even 30%. I never really charge it from 0 to 100, but people seem to like this whole 0 to 100 showdown type thing. So I just decided to do it. See if a newer, smaller iPhone with a smaller battery with fast charging can now charge faster than an Android phone today. And it takes pretty much the same amount of time to charge this as it does, say, the 12 Pro Max, I think, which is more of a testament to the 12 Pro Max because it has an even bigger battery. But even the 12 Pro Max is like, say, 10 or 20 minutes slower than my V60, which takes like an hour and 38 minutes to charge from, like, say, 15% to 100%. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say here. That's all I really wanted to do. This isn't really trying to say one is completely stomping the other or anything like that, because in the beginning, the iPhone was pulling the win by like 4 or 5%. But then, like I said, at the 70, 80% battery point, That's when this phone caught up and blazed past it. So that's all I really want to say for this. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday, whatever time of day it is in your area. Have a good one.